Hi there, welcome back to the garage. Today we're looking at 2 Timothy chapter 4, verses 3 and 4 and maybe a bit of 5. And the time is coming, Paul writes, when people will not put up with sound doctrine. And the time that is coming, that's now. It's probably been now for a very long time, but it's equally now as it was then now. And the call to be a Christian is the call to follow the doctrines that are laid out in the Bible, the truth, the principles, the realities that are described in Scripture. And those doctrines, those instructions, they tell us that we've got to live a life set apart for God, without eyes on the horizon of the glory and the hope that's waiting for us, and denying the momentary hungers and desires of our bodies, the things that we want now to satisfy me now. I've got to give those up for the hope of what Christ is calling us to. And that's hard. That we've got to be ready to forgive people. Jesus transcribes his followers as, I forgive you, he did it again. I forgive you, he did it again. We've got to be willing to do that, which is hard. We've got to be ready to accept that, I could live a Christian life of utter devotion and piety for 70 years and go to glory, and someone who came to faith in that last minute of their life would be stood next to me. That's so hard, but that's the truth we're called to accept. We've got to accept that as hard as many of us work to gather in money and resources and property and things that make us feel safe and comfortable, we've got to live with the truth that God says that all belongs to me, and you need to be ready to give it up for me if I ask for it. Now, these are all horrible, difficult, challenging, wonderful, difficult things. And because they're so difficult, people have always been able to find preachers who preach an easier gospel. Paul, talks about itching ears like we've got mosquito bites. We just want to scratch our ears with teaching that makes us feel happier. But scratching an itch is, that's the worst thing for it. And we need sound teaching. We've got to be ready to distinguish between this is truth and this makes me feel better about myself. This is challenging and hard and truthful, as opposed to this is what I just want to hear. And we need to read the Bible to know the difference between the right challenge and the wrong comfort. Thank you. Goodbye.